Hi, I'm Lisa with PJ Library, and something I've learned is families love PJ Library. This module is about engaging families and caregivers in what the child is learning about Jewish values. In our first two modules, we covered the first 3 steps of our 4-step process. We read the book, we discussed Jewish values, and we imagined what our classroom environments would look like if we were living Jewish values. And now we will cover step 4, engage, how we really involve families as our partners in education and community building. Just like in modules 1 and 2, we will continue using the example of Babi Isabella and the Sukkot cake, and the Jewish value of Hachnasat Orchim, welcoming guests. So much from one book.
PJ Library has been an excellent experience for my family. I have 5 children, and every one of them had received books from PJ Library, and they are their favorite books. I think it's an amazing organization. You guys are doing an amazing job, and you really instill love for reading in young readers. Thank you very much.
From our research, and as you just heard, we know that you're going to be giving families just what they want by teaching them about Jewish values. A recent PJ Library survey of over 25,000 families taught us that parents say they are proud to be Jewish and they want their children to develop a Jewish identity. What's in it for you? Engaging caregivers will strengthen your relationship with them and give you positive ways of discussing children's behavior through a shared language of Jewish values. What does family engagement really look like? We're going to discuss 2 key ideas in engaging families. First, when and how to communicate most effectively about the books and the Jewish values you're teaching. And second, pop-up provocations, ways to involve family members and caregivers at drop-off or pickup time. Families want to be able to talk to their kids and share in their day. Your communication with the significant adults in the children's lives has to be two-way to be most effective. We know families want to be informed and respected. Just as we, the educators, and the students have strong feelings about these values, families do too. Don't be afraid to ask for their input. Think carefully about the timing and decide when to let families know you'll be teaching whichever book and value. If you let them know beforehand, they can contribute their ideas. If it's during your exploration of the book, then they can participate. And if it's after the book, they can discuss and continue learning at home. When do you see families and caregivers? That's the best time for a pop-up provocation. It's different for each school, so you will know what works best for your school and your community. Do you see families in the parking lot? You could be a car hop with cookies. Use the book for clues. So in Babi Isabella, we read about her fantastic lemon cake. Maybe you'll make lemon bars or cookies with the children. And what's happening in your lobby when parents walk in? What will they see? Maybe before a holiday, you can create a table setting for families to engage in and figure out what goes where. And that'll start some great conversations too. Your classroom sign-in station is a perfect place for any activity. And remember, whatever activity you do, it's great to display the book so caregivers know what to talk about with children. And maybe they'll even ask to borrow the book so they can read it at home. That's why we have 2 copies. If families are interested, you can help them sign up for PJ Library if they're not already receiving the books at home. We know families love PJ Library. And if you introduce families to a way to get free books, they're going to be very grateful. They will appreciate your interest in them and your creativity in teaching their child life lessons. We're making it easy for you to let parents know about the book you're reading. On the resource guide, you'll find a tear-off section with really fun stuff for families to do together at home. There are discussion questions so they can start a conversation. there's activities such as something really easy like taking a picture or going for a walk or baking cookies. And of course, there's resource material too. You might even have a discussion about a song a kid learned in school. Oh, like this one, for example. Here's the Hebrew version of the song that we sang in Module 1. And it uses the Hebrew phrase, Bruchim Habaim, which means welcome. And it goes like this. Welcome, welcome, Bruchim Habaim. Welcome, welcome, Bruchim Habaim. Welcome, welcome, Bruchim Habaim. Welcome, welcome, Bruchim Habaim. Now you try it. And for you, the educator, of course, join in our private Facebook group and let us know what's happening with your families. Let's sum up what we've covered today. Families are eager to hear from you. You can open up a dialogue before, during, or after the book to allow families to contribute their ideas. Use your creativity to set up pop-up provocations that will help families share a moment of Jewish learning with their child. Before you start your final action, let me remind you, you'll be receiving 9 books and 1 musical CD. Please give us your feedback on all of the materials and this orientation. When you do, you'll be able to print out a certificate for completing the orientation. And if you share your teaching ideas with us, you'll become eligible for scholarships to National Jewish Early Childhood Conferences. I hope you join us later this year for short coffee break webinars and Facebook Live presentations for more great ideas. Here's your action step for today. Come up with 1 pop-up provocation activity. Talk to 1 parent about Bubby Isabella and welcoming guests, or another PJ Library book and Jewish value. Join the Facebook group and share something with us. Until next time.